Hello everyone, and welcome to Camp Dig Deeper. Camp Dig Deeper is where we post a weekly challenge video where you get to learn something new and create something based on what you've learned. Then on Wednesdays we do a check-in where you get to come in and ask us any questions you might have and tell us what your progress is so far with the challenge. On Fridays we do a show and tell where you get to show us exactly what you've created and how that went for you. This week's challenge is going to be vegetable painting. Now what is vegetable painting, you ask? It's exactly what it sounds like. You take whatever vegetables you have, you take some paint, and you use them to paint a picture. So, what exactly do you need for vegetable painting? The materials you'll need are any vegetables or fruits that you have in the house. Now remember, if you're going to be using any of these vegetables and fruits, make sure to ask an adult that you can use them, because once you use them for this project, you will not be able to eat them afterwards. You're going to need some paper. For this project, I use construction paper. But if you don't have any construction paper, you can use white printer paper or you can use notebook paper. Now if you're going to use any notebook paper, make sure to use a couple of sheets so that the paint doesn't seep through. Finally, you're going to need some paint. I've used acrylic paint, but if you don't have acrylic paint, regular paint is fine as well. And then finally, you'll need a knife. This knife will be used by your adult to cut up the vegetables if you need to cut them up for your project. Now, once you have all of your materials, your first step is going to be to take a look at all the vegetables and fruits you have and do some research. Go online and learn as much as you can about your vegetable or fruits and see what you can do with them. Where do they come from? How are they grown? What are the health benefits? You can use Google, you can read some books on the vegetables, or you can use our e-resources on our website. I recommend using the Britannica Library for Children. That's a great e-resource for learning all sorts of things about vegetables and fruits. Now, what are you going to do after you do that? So you're going to paint your picture. I have done two different things. This is an abstract painting. This is where I just took some of the vegetables I have and just created some different shapes and kind of dots and whatnot. I used a couple of different vegetables for this. I used a cauliflower, I used cucumber, I used a carrot, and I also used capsicum or green pepper. If you don't want to do something abstract, you can also paint a scenery. So here I painted a sun, some clouds, and some flowers because it reminds me of summer. Now, once you've painted your picture, you want to set them out to dry because of course paint will be wet. And after you've done that, we need to see what you can do with your vegetables and fruits. So, after you've used your vegetables and fruits with paint, obviously you cannot eat them, that is very dangerous, but you have two options for what you can do with them. One is you can compost, or two, you can try to grow your own vegetables and fruits from what you have. If you're going to do some composting, you want to go online and do some research. What is composting and how can you compost? Or are there places around you that'll take vegetables and fruits for composting? As far as growing the fruits and vegetables go, you can go online and see if your fruit or vegetable is able to be grown from home and see how they do it. Once you've done that, you'll be done with your challenge. Make sure to come in on Wednesday for a check-in if you have any other questions, or come in on Friday for your show and tell. And remember, we are now in summer, which means we're doing summer reading. Summer reading started on July 1st and we'll be going through August 16th. We're going to be logging everything online this year, so make sure to go onto our website to learn as much as you can about summer reading, and you can also call us with any questions. Alrighty guys, I will see you on Wednesday at the check-in. Have so much fun with this challenge because it's going to be fun and exciting. Let your creativity flow and paint some pretty pictures. Bye guys.
Hello, readers of Northbrook. It's Kelly Durov, Youth Services Manager, coming to you from my backyard. I'm still at home a lot this summer, and it is definitely different. But one thing that has not changed is how much fun it is to be a part of our summer reading program. You just need to read 30 minutes a day for 20 days or more through August 16th. This year, when you read, you not only get the joy of reading for yourself, the chance to win fabulous prizes like coupons for local businesses, we'll mail them to you, and entering the grand prize drawing for things like a bike and Lego sets, but you get to contribute to feeding people in need in our community because this year, the grand prize is a donation to the Northfield Township Food Pantry. You can log your reading online, by email, or by phone. Learn more or sign up at www.northbrook.info.